As the night wore on, we decided to go inside, where I interviewed Zoe and asked him the three questions, and he made a revelation. And it was an amazing interview. It started a little slow, but then it picked up there at the end, and oh my goodness, I predict that this interview could go viral. So listen to Zoe here as he answers the three dream questions. This is Zoe, and he's agreed to answer the three dream questions. Are you ready, Zoe?
Yeah.
Okay, the first question is hopes and dreams. Do you have any hopes or dreams? And if you do, what are they?
Hopes and dreams. Yeah, I got plenty of those. I would say the first thing is just to be happy. That's one I've been working on for a while. Beyond that, though, I mean, I've begun to kind of visualize again. You know, the power of visualization is very, very real, so real. You know, I feel like I know that. I forget that I know that so well, but I forget also how far I've come from certain things, and so I forget, like, sometimes, like, yeah, you know, you could have never conceived that you would be the person you are today.
So if I'm understanding correctly, what you're saying is right now you're going through a time when you're able to visualize kind of the things that you want, and the things that you want to get, and you feel like that's bringing you closer to your happiness goal.
Right, exactly.
That you were talking about.
It all comes back to that, yeah. But yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Okay. Do you have any other hopes or dreams? Anything?
Yeah. I just want to be felt. You know, I want my energy to be felt. Like, I want. There's this quote that they used to have plastered, I feel like, on every school wall, and it was a Maya Angelou quote, and it was like, people will always, you know, forget what you said to them, or, you know, they'll forget, but they will never forget how you made them feel. Or, you know, you might forget all the other things you did. But
so I'm hearing again that not just visualization now, but I'm hearing that you want to project good energy to those who are around you as well.
Oh yeah.
So it's not just you being happy, it's projecting happiness to other people as well.
Absolutely.
And good energy.
Absolutely, it's important to me.
Do you remember your dreams when you were like in elementary school? Do you remember some of the things you wanted to do, some of your goals?
Yeah, oh God, well, I'm like trying to figure out what type of bombs I'm trying to drop on this interview. How deep I'm trying to go into it. Well, why not, you know? I mean, I wanted a lot of things. I think it was hard for me to visualize my future for a while because I, you know, felt trapped in certain things, felt trapped into the identity I was placed in, you know, from birth. And
when you talk about identity, what are you talking about?
My gender identity.
Your gender? Okay.
Yeah, I was assigned female at birth, so I'm actually a transgender man.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
So you were born female?
Yep. It throws people off. But, yeah. It's so when we were talking a few minutes ago, I was really resonating with that.
Oh. Well, the name is Lexi. If you go on there,
okay.
The name's
That's
Lexi.
funny. That's
You'll
my
love
sister.
listening to that.
Well, that's sister's nickname. Okay, Lexi. Where's she at?
She's in Utah.
Utah. Cool. Yeah. So I definitely, you know, actually, so just even, I can go deeper on probably the next question, because what's the next question?
The next question is if you could go back to talk to yourself when you were 13,
yeah,
what would you tell yourself, or what would you tell young people now?
Oh God, I mean, it sounds so simple and cliche, but be yourself. I mean, I think, you know, it's so easy when you're at that age to get caught up in just social, you know, you think you need direction. I've been thinking I needed direction, you know, I think we all do since birth. And it's not to say that I don't, you know, need to humble myself and need to look for direction in the world on certain things, but I think there's a whole lot more that we all have within us that we don't give ourselves credit for. and it holds us back from really being our highest selves. And the earlier you can recognize that you know the way and that nobody can really tell you the way, be you at 13, be you at 20, you know, be you at 65, whatever the case may be, when you reach that, when you start feeling that, that's when I think you really start to live. And so be yourself. Don't, you know, unapologetically. Yeah.
So that's your advice to young people, or sounds like it's your advice to anybody at any age.
Yeah, absolutely. Any age, because I mean, it happens when it happens, you know.
Do you feel like sometimes people are trying to get you to be something other than yourself?
Yes, all the time. Absolutely. I also feel like I'm always explaining myself, you know, beat my name or just anything.
Gotcha.
A lot of, you know, I think a lot of us feel that way though, right? You know, I think it's, I've kind of started to feel more deeply that way, you know, through my transition, through whatever the case may be, or I've become more aware of it. But what I'm saying is that, you know, those same feelings that I maybe feel more heightened now, those same insecurities, I felt them before, you know, I had the courage to, you know, become myself, or not become myself, but be myself, right? Openly. But I think we all sometimes, like, I think a lot of, you know, we don't want to admit it, but a lot more of us than we think don't feel normal, you know? And we think that we're the only ones who don't. And it's like, no, everybody in this freaking room is feeling from one angle or another, feeling some kind of way. And so this, yeah, that's, yeah.
If I'm going to throw something at you, because I think this is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Is it's like we have this Facebook thing. We look on Facebook and see everybody being happy.
Right.
Think we're the only ones that are unhappy because everybody's putting forth their best face, and so we're always comparing ourselves. We're comparing ourselves to everybody else's best self. Does that make sense?
Yes, absolutely.
Is that what you're talking about a little bit?
I can resonate with that for sure. I mean, you know.
But that wasn't necessarily what you were talking about.
Well, no, I mean, but that goes into it, right? Because your highest self, that's another thing. We've got illusions, you know, your highest self. You might think, you know, our egos trap us into thinking it's what we show people, but it's what you are when nobody's looking at you, you know? I mean, I can all day be, hey guys, you know, what's up, friendly. And I can do some evil stuff behind closed doors, and what does that make me? An evil person, you know? Hopefully that's not the case, but at the end of the day, that's yeah, you know. So I think when I talk about highest self, I think about, you know, how I'm living for something beyond any person in front of me, beyond any kind of situation I have right here, right now. What am I doing, you know, when nobody's looking at me? And what am I doing also when I'm at my worst, when I'm going through the worst of times? How am I handling things? That's how, yeah, I think that's what life is.
Wow. Giving us a lot of wisdom in a short amount of time.
Yeah, BS.
Yeah, BS, that's I have two. BS is one of my nicknames, actually. It means, and it also means backstory, because I keep talking too much. Did you have anything else that came up for you?
Any more BS for you guys?
Anything else?
Anything else? Just that I'm grateful for this opportunity to talk to you. I mean, this has been cool. I mean, just to hear everybody else's you're really, these questions are so simple, but you're really getting into, I think, people's heart here, and really getting into the, you know, I don't know, I feel like I just had a conversation with somebody more comfortable than I've probably had in like over a year, you know, and I don't know, I just met you tonight, but these questions you're asking and the way you're asking them, it's like you're opening a door in people, and I like it. So yeah, this is cool.
Thank you.
Yeah, no, thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, this has been cool.
Bless you.
Thank you. Bless you. That was awesome.